The truth is, Billie Eilish has become one of the biggest pop stars of our time, bursting into the music industry out of nowhere in 2015 and quickly becoming a household name overnight. Acquiring a massive fan base and winning several Grammys, Billie has managed to reach the top of the music industry at such a young age. From the outside looking in, at first glance, it may look like Billie is living out her dreams. But in her own words, she contradicts that very statement. I have come to believe that Billie was sold to the devil by her parents and is now being forced to serve the agenda against her will. Join me in this episode as we uncover the dark truth about Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish was born on December 18, 2001 in Los Angeles, California. She would later find out on national television that she was conceived by in vitro fertilization. She grew up in a privileged home, being the daughter of two parents who were both in the show business. Her father was an actor, her mother also acted, and did lots of other things in Hollywood. Billie was homeschooled by her parents so they may be around her more. In 2015, a 13-year-old Billie decided to record her first two songs with her brother, who had wrote one of the songs. They were called She's Broken and Fingers Crossed. She would go on to release these two songs through SoundCloud. They really didn't go anywhere, but Billie continued to record music with her brother. In November of the same year, Billie would record a song that would change her life. She recorded Ocean Eyes, a song that was written by her own brother. They would release it on SoundCloud, and the rest was history. The song quickly got hundreds of thousands of views in the first few weeks of its release. This very thing will get the attention of a record label and get her a record deal and make her the star that she is today. This is what you may already know about Billie Eilish, because this is what they want you to know. As I researched her career and her music lyrics, I started to be able to piece together what I believe is her true story. I have come to believe that Billie isn't enjoying her music career at all and is being forced to carry it out. I also believe that her parents made a deal with the devil for success and riches, and they were willing to sacrifice their firstborn daughter to Lucifer. One of the reasons I have come to this conclusion is simple. Billie and her brother have wrote about this very thing. In her song Bury a Friend, Billie is depicting her conversations with Lucifer through her lyrics. She explains that she wants to end herself, repeats it over and over again on the chorus. She also explains Lucifer's price for fame isn't worth paying. She explains how she needs to hide his agenda in her music, that he will provide her with connections and fame to make her a star. She even explains how she shouldn't be talking about this out loud. She finishes it by saying that the debt she owes, she gotta sell her soul, she can't say no. This line explains a lot. It's important to know her and her brother are listed as writers on this song, so they are responsible for the message being put out. What debt could she owe at such a young age? See, Billie was just a child when she was pushed in the music industry. She wasn't raised like a regular child either. She was homeschooled by her own parents. They stopped taking acting roles in order to dedicate themselves to teaching Billie. This means she wasn't able to have the same social experience that many other children had growing up. Her parents claimed she was allowed to do whatever she wanted and was encouraged to be artistic. They also explained how they did everything in their power to make sure that Billie would make it. Her parents played an important part in this. See, Billie and her brother have admitted that her parents weren't A-list actors, but were definitely in the industry with a combined 75 acting roles between them both. Her parents were in the industry but weren't big or making millions, but they wanted to. This very thing led me to further dig into them. There has been many tales of parents who have sacrificed their firstborn for success and riches. With my prior knowledge on the entertainment industry's obsession with Aleister Crowley, you can see why this isn't so far-fetched. Crowley has written about these very rituals. As I stated multiple times before in many of my videos, the biggest names in the entertainment industry have been connected to Crowley. They love him and adore him within Hollywood, and they spread his agenda and his beliefs through their movies, shows, and music. When you make this connection, you can start to see that Billie Eilish's image is a lot darker. In her video for Everything I Wanted, she tells us something very important. This life of hers that looks like a dream from the outside looking in is really a nightmare. She explains that she thought she could fly, but fell, and they were there, and she thought they would care, but they didn't. I believe that the they that she's implying was her own parents. What I believe she is trying to say was she was guided and tricked into thinking that the music industry was what she wanted. When she fell, which is when she realized things weren't what they seemed, her parents didn't want to help her out of it and left her in the industry. In the video, you can see her and her brother in a car driving into the beach and eventually drowning, both with emotionless looks on their faces. This song, again, is written by her and her brother, with lyrics definitely implying she is not enjoying her music career, but she can't get away from it. Now, Billie, just like The Weeknd, had two videos that connect perfectly. In her video for the song Bury Your Friend, there's a scene where she's being injected in her back by literally her handlers. She then has another video for a song called All Good Girls Go to Hell, where not only she states in the opening line, her Lucifer's lonely, but depicts her fall from grace. This is very important to understand. Billie wants us to know she was forced into this and created just for the sole purpose of furthering Lucifer's agenda. Her parents created her as a sacrifice for Lucifer, so they finally make it in the industry. In her video for Bad Guy, she is telling us what she represents while having handlers right by her. She is clearly being used to spread the satanic agenda to our children against her own will, sold to Satan by her own parents. Many parents in Hollywood have been accused of this very thing. Just like many stars that start young, their management waits until the stars are of age to switch their image, as they're doing with Billie. She recently did a video shoot for a magazine where she changed her entire image. She was no longer wearing baggy clothes that she wore for the entirety of her career. She was now dressing more revealing. And even in these pictures, where she should look happy and beautiful, she's still frowning like she doesn't want to be there. It's clear what message she promotes to her young female fans, as the video for the song Bad Guy is basically her promoting oral sex to her young fans. The record label is using her to please Lucifer, as she is bonded to the deal her parents made. Her parents have managed to pay off their home, with Billie's money of course. They are now famous and have guaranteed income for the rest of their lives, all due to sacrificing Billie. Billie has had much more success than most artists would ever. At such a young age, she has managed to win 7 Grammy Awards. There's artists who have been in the industry for years with music just as good or better that would never reach that level of success. She did it all before 21. Billie clearly pushes the satanic agenda through her music. She wants us to know that she is on Lucifer's side, and she wants us to know that it wasn't her choice. We see this happen often, like what happened with Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, and many others. Their parents sold their children for their own financial gain. They became richer alongside the labels as they destroy the lives of their own children and millions across the world. It sadly appears that Billie wants to be free, but she states herself that she can't. She has to pay her dues that were left to her by her own parents. If you're thinking about putting your children in Hollywood, just remember many young stars have come out to express their trauma. Your child might become rich and famous, and you may be able to benefit from that, but you're also enslaving your child to a record label or production company that will use your child to ruin others by pushing a satanic agenda. I suggest for those that do allow their children into the industry to stay aware and don't sell out. Nothing is more important than your child's well-being. Thank you for watching this episode of True Fizz. If you would like to further support my channel, the link to my Patreon is in the description. If you join before the 28th of this month, you can still be entered to this month's monthly raffle, where you can win a cash prize, a shirt, and even pick a video topic. If you would like to see a behind the symbolism video on Billie Eilish, please comment below and let me know. Also, please leave a comment on future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at TheTrueFizz01 and on TikTok at TheTrueFizz. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.